We have the authority
Absolutely.
to be not only controlling our own lives and how we conduct ourselves and in our families and our communities and et cetera, but we have so much more power. So I don't want to talk about presidential candidates actually, because I'm not relying on that system. I'm not relying on them actually following through on what they say they're going to do. Certainly the ones that are going to take a hard line on this are not even going to get elected. So
Totally.
Sorry to interrupt you, but go ahead.
No. I mean, honestly, what gives me hope is what you are able to do right now. Like, I mean, with the stuff that you're doing in the state level with these ballot initiatives, for instance, the church is waking up. And we can get into what the church means or whatever, because people have different opinions on what even that is. But I'm just seeing an overwhelming groundswell, a grassroots movement of people that are actually waking up and getting involved and they're stopping, their apathy. So that's what gives me hope. Social media.
Have you seen that directly correlated? I've personally seen it. I know that my position, I have made the active decision, and I've actually been very hard on myself for not speaking out about abortion or murdering human lives before. And I'm not going to be silent about it anymore for all the reasons that you and I discussed. I know that happened within me, that I was like, I saw COVID happen, and then I saw the transgender thing happen. And I'm just saying, they don't care about children. They don't care about life. They don't care about humans. And so it has been a natural progression to return to my feelings about abortion. But then to understand that that's why it's important to speak out about it now. Do you see that same correlate or that same kind of like path happening in people that you're working with now? Is that like a natural progression? Are there more people
I'm
like
seeing
me?
Unbelievable explosion of like a groundswell of people getting involved and people being activated and people honestly just getting mad. Dudes need to get mad. It's like we've been silenced for so long. I mean, you go to churches and it's just filled with women because dudes don't relate at all. Guys have no understanding of where they belong in this whole godly type of church thing, have relationship with God. And it's become a very touchy feely kind of sensitive. Let's talk about our feelings and let's get on our knees and cry. And guys just don't understand. They understand fight evil. They understand, and the bad guys. They understand getting involved in actually using their strength to confront injustice. God's made us to be defenders. God's made us to be protectors. God's made us to be providers, and to take care of the vulnerable, the weak, the defenseless. And that's why I got into this, was these little children were grasping onto my little pinky, and I was like, they have no one helping them. They have no men. They're the most, like James talks about, who's the fatherless, the orphan, the widow. Those were the people in that day that were most defenseless, most at risk of being taken advantage of. And who is more fatherless now than the unborn child? Who is more fatherless than the child in the womb that is his mother is taking him inside the doors of this death camp to be either chemically starved to death by an abortion pill or to be literally dismembered limb from limb, who is without protection in the world and the fatherless. There's no one more orphaned or fatherless than the unborn child. And if there's an issue that dudes can get involved with that would animate them and that actually would cause their blood to boil against the injustice, and spur them on towards masculine kind of force and vitality and selfless abandonment, it would be the issue of life and children's rights, because children are the most defenseless, the most need for help, and they they are being attacked everywhere,
I know.
everywhere.